Okay, I'm out in my shop. We're gonna do a little video here on a blower motor excuse me, that I just came off of. When I went in there to check it, I checked the capacitor was good, had power going to the motor, so it looked like we had a seized up fan motor because it's just sitting there humming. But this is why you have to look for every little thing when you go on a service call and you go on these jobs, because I don't think there's anything wrong with this motor. I took this assembly and brought it home. It's a really good customer of mine, a friend of the family, and we're gonna find that out here in a minute. But the problem that I found so far, as you can see right here, see that? The bracket's broken. So this motor has laid down and the wheel is, you can see, it's laid up against the housing and it can't turn. So that's probably all that's wrong. There's probably nothing wrong with this motor at all. So what I've done is I got another bracket that I found out here in the shop. I'm going to disassemble this motor. I'm going to plug it up to 110 volts because this come off a gas furnace. And we're going to see if this motor will spin, and if it will spin, we're going to put it in that new bracket, and it should be good to go. So, let's see what happens. And everybody give you a piece of advice. When you put these pullers on, whatever you do, make sure you don't put one of your set screws on the threads where the set screw for the blower wheel goes, or the condenser fan goes. I made that mistake one time when I was new to the trade, and you will not get that set screw back in. So, just a little tip there. Okay, here's our bracket. There you see where it broke right there. And there's the leg that broke off of it. So, before we waste our time putting this new bracket, we are going to apply 110 volts to this motor by going to your common. And I'll just go for high speed, and I'll test the low speed too. And we'll watch that shaft. If it turns, we know we're good to go. So let's see what happens. Okay, here's our motor. We've got a brand new capacitor on it. It calls for a 10. And that's what we've put on there. If the camera will focus, you'll see it. Well, I can't get the camera. This camera's supposed to focus real good. It's a 10 microfarad. And we've taken some wires. We got our common hooked up and our high speed tap just going into an extension cord. It's not scientific. It's not safe. Don't try this at home. This is very dangerous what I'm doing. But I'm just trying to test this motor. So I'm going to plug up the cord and we'll see if she spins. And as you can see there, she spins. So there's nothing wrong with this motor at all. Now I'm going to try the other speed that they were using on heat. Okay, here's the finished product. Got the new bracket in. The motor spins free. Now it's time for the true test. I got it wired up again. Well, let me put my capacitor on there. That might help. Let's see what I did with my, there it is. Let me get this capacitor on. All right, we got the capacitor on. We got it rigged up. Like I said, don't try that at home. It's not safe. I'm just for a quick test here. I got the blower spinning free. So now we're going to plug her up and see how she does. Hopefully it won't fall off of here. Looks good to me. Looks like a blower motor. There she is, spinning just as free as can be. And guys, that's how you retrofit a new bracket. And and the reason I did this is because this is a York product, and we have a York store here, but they're not going to have that little bracket in stock because our little York store is so small and crappy. They don't hardly have anything in stock. Anytime you go for a part, they almost got to order it if it's for York. So I just found this, and I had to re-drill some new holes, but hey, you just saw it worked. And I keep a happy customer instead of having to order one. She's good to go now. So that's how you retrofit a blower, and I'll be good to go. We'll slide her in tomorrow. Maybe I'll get some video sliding it in. I got some service to do tomorrow, so Maybe I'll get some video on some service calls tomorrow. Okay, y'all.